Hello and welcome back to my channel. There's Socks behind me. He's about to pounce and jump over here and come and see us. I hope everyone's well. We have sun again in Levenshume and I've just been out for a little walk. It's so nice to for it not to be damp and wet. I hope you're all well. I've been writing again. I'm working on a new project which I've had timetabled for a while and will take all of this month in its first draft, and it feels good to be embarking on something new. I'm also carving out time to write, of course, and getting on with my March book bag. And I've just read the first of those books, Varjak Paw by S.F. Said, which has been out for 20 years. And I've had this copy knocking about for a while. And I've meant to read it for quite a while because it's a cat book and I kind of knew I would like it. In some ways, it's a cattish rewrite of 101 Dalmatians, in that it's about the rescue of cats from a human villain who is not exactly skinning them and making them into coats, but they're doing something very strange. The gentleman figure who starts kidnapping and vanishing cats is turning them into really peculiar, lifeless dolls or toys. And our heroes are becoming aware of this nefarious carry-on. And our character, our lead character, is Varjak Paw, who's a Mesopotamian blue kitten who stands out in his family as being not like them, not quite like them. He's a hero in the making who has occasional dreams about his ancestor who teaches him martial arts. Come on! And he learns to fight, and he sets off into the wilderness beyond this very cozy house where his family have been living complacently. But now it's invaded by these strange, sinister black cats and the gentleman. And outside, in the world outside, Varjak's looking for help. And he finds new friends and he finds kind of gangster cats. There's a sequel, apparently, which I'm pleased to hear about. Yeah, I really liked it. And I like the way that the illustrations seep and spring into the text by David McKean. They're kind of scratchy and inky drawings, really suiting the story, because the story is quite edgy and scratchy and quite minimalist in some ways. It doesn't muck about in the telling. So that's the first of my February books. I did have a look at Miss Reed, who is on my pile, as you know, and read a couple of chapters. I'm not sure I'm going to stick with her. It's kind of dull. Maybe I should try harder. I have made a start on next month's book club book, Stuart, A Life Backwards by Alexander Masters. Began this very late last night. And read the first chapter and I'm hooked straight away. It seems quite a long, involved book in some ways, and a kind of gut-wrenching one, I think, by the looks of it. And that's all my reading stuff, I think, up to date. I stacked up all my books from January and February. I keep saying February for this month, don't I? I mean March. For the first 2 months of the year. And I can see there's maybe 2 or 3 that I would put in a kind of final pile of favourites. I'm still doing this thing of marking books out of 5 in my reading list, and that's kind of interesting to see where I place books. Usually things I've stuck with to the end are going to get at least 3.5, 3 as a score. Anything lower than that and they're getting dumped. Not dumped necessarily, they will go aside to be picked up at another time when the time is right for that particular book. Some books I know I'll never get to, but others might find their time again. So unless I'm really out of space, I'm not going to be that ruthless with getting rid of things that don't make the mark just now. Anyway, I'm going to read, hopefully, for the rest of this afternoon. It's nice and just the right kind of temperature and atmosphere in here to sit with a demanding cat like Bernard Socks. He really is as well. He got another parcel of Dreamies the other day. We forgot to film that one, didn't we? I think. Maybe we did. I find it hard to edit things together in these videos. I should do more kind of bits of videoing elsewhere and put them together in smashing little films of my life. It takes up too much time doing that stuff, and also I don't think I can work iMovie anymore. I'm sure I can if I try. It's just easier to switch on this and talk for a few minutes. Okay, I think I'm done. I will let you know how I get on with Stuart and what I go on to after that. I can see the rest of the month waiting down there. I'm going to have very particular reading hours set aside. That's what I must do. So that the writing I'm doing doesn't take over everything. It's really important to have clear demarcations and also have time for things like drawing and going out and walking and seeing friends. Don't let the work take over completely, because that's no good for you and it's no good for the work either. That's what I've learned. Okay, goodbye. I will see you all again quite soon. Goodbye.